All that online grocery shopping is causing a cold storage shortage. Vernon, California. Deep in a Vernon inside this dimly lit chamber of the Lineage Logistics warehouse, it is 10 degrees below zero, cold enough to stop a ballpoint pen from rolling out ink and send an ominous chill through the soles of visitors' shoes. Lineage is the biggest player in the country's cold storage industry, a business consumers seldom see but one that plays a crucial role in keeping edible fare fresh from the time it's harvested until it reaches the kitchen fridge. Now, changes in the way people shop have the cold. To keep pace, the country will need 100 million square feet of new cold storage warehouse space over the next 5 years, according to a report by real estate brokerage CBRE. It's a particularly hot corner in the mushrooming warehouse business, fed by demand from and other e-commerce operations, which have been growing at lightning speed. Last month, California is the biggest user of cold storage, with an existing 16.5 million square feet, and Los Angeles will be one of the biggest beneficiaries of the coming boom in cold storage construction because of its large population and position as a global transportation hub. The ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, the nation's biggest container port complex, have more than doubled their refrigerated container capacity in recent years to address increasing import and export demand for fresh and frozen food products including meat, pork, poultry, and animal feed, CBRE said. Related video: cold storage warehouses spike in real estate value provided by CNBC. Demand for cold storage is also being elevated by consumers' growing aversion to chemical food preservatives. Refrigeration is, now, one of the country's largest agricultural regions is California's Central Valley, where the cold chain starts in the field when heat-sensitive crops such as raspberries and cherries are quickly chilled in cold water or through other techniques before being transported in refrigerated trucks to cold storage facilities. Online grocery shopping is still in its infancy compared with other retail categories, suggesting there is room for it to grow. Just 3%. The desire for online shopping is accelerating for both prepared meals and groceries, said Art Rasmussen, a CBRE broker who specializes in cold storage facility sales and leases. We millennials, who are in their 20s and 30s, take it for granted that they can get what they want with a few mouse clicks. Part. Not that anyone seems to be trying to roll back such expectations, even among baby boomers who grew up waiting weeks for mail-order goods and for the most part have yet to embrace online grocery shopping. Although the baby boom generation isn't a big user of online grocery shopping today, this age group, with 10,000 people retiring every day in the U.S., is expected to use online grocery shopping more as the technology and experience improve, CBRE said. In addition, decreasing mobility that comes with age is bound to make home grocery delivery more appealing. Demand for refrigerated warehouse space is also benefiting from the food industry's increasing propensity to outsource the storage and distribution of their products to refrigerated warehouse providers such as Lineage and United States Cold Storage. Historically, the food industry handled these activities in-house, but rising costs of operation, including increasingly complex and expensive technological systems, have made outsourcing more attractive, even though cold storage doesn't come cheap. Space in a typical 100,000 square foot cold warehouse is about $150 a square foot per year, CBRE said, roughly triple the rent of a standard warehouse. Lineage Logistics' Vernon warehouse is one of its smaller facilities with a capacity of about 30 million pounds of goods, serving as many as 1,000 trucks a day, company executive Kevin Marchetti said. To keep up with demand inside, tall doors pop open and close quickly for bundled-up workers zooming about on forklifts equipped with cameras that show operators what they are loading or unloading from high in the shelves. Visitors are assigned insulated coats and admonished to stay chilled space is rented to clients and includes fare such as ice cream, pizzas, peas, and poultry. Or as Marchetti, visit the Los Angeles Times @
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.